Alright, we are going to give this a try and see if I can get this to work. So I've got a bunch of examples of back steps, and I'm just going to let this play here a couple times through, just so you can get a feel for what it looks like when these guys are just hitting that back step. Now, I chose back steps that made the opponent step in, so these were more deliberate back steps instead of just the footwork back steps, because a lot of guys do take a back step when they shoot, but it's not necessarily a setup. I chose the ones that I thought were actually setups, where these guys were stepping back in order to draw the opponent in, not just because it's part of the habit of their natural footwork. So this is about a minute 30 long, and I'm just going to let it play here for a second, and then we're going to go through these kind of one by one and look at all of them and see what these guys are doing. I think this is a really easy skill that just about any wrestler could work into their wrestling. I think it'd be easy to learn at a young age, and I think it would benefit virtually everybody. If they don't use it as a setup, I think it would benefit them just to have this kind of footwork on their shots. And it's not every shot. I would never claim that this is how you have to take every shot, but I think it's something that you should have in your tool bag. All right, there's the last one that I got selected here. Sargush, one of the slowest, best wrestlers that I've seen. All right, so first one, Haji Aliyev. I would say that he has based his whole style off of his back step. Watch this. He goes for it once. He checks it. It's not there. All right, he steps back again. Dubov has this underhook. Aliyev shoots off the underhook every single time. You throw an underhook on Aliyev, he's going to shoot within 2 to 3 seconds or less. So there's the shots. Let's look at this again. He's not taking a big step back with his foot. He's definitely getting his body leaning. It's still the same spirit of a back step. It's still the same motion. He drew his opponent's foot forward right there. The shot wasn't there. He pulls out. He goes again. That draws the foot forward. This time his hand was in position to shoot. He's made a career off of this motion. Here he is again with Bon. This is a really good example. This is super on purpose. We're going to see this back step. He's going for Bon's back leg. That thing is way far away. He's going off collar tie, wrist control. So Aliyev's going to go back step, head tap. He's going to draw this leg forward, and he's going to get Bon to reach with this hand. So watch here in slow motion. Here's the back step. There's the head tap. You can see his foot starting to come up right there. Head tap, draws that hand up. He goes right under the hand, and he drew that leg completely forward. Let's play this a little bit faster here. Back step, head tap, there's the step, there's the reach. Beautiful wrestling, super easy to duplicate without any skill level. Erdenbat, this is the guy that turned me on to the back step, watching him trying to figure out what the heck he was doing. So again, this is a great example. It's on purpose. Watch this fast. It's hard to even notice what he does. It doesn't look like anything. Takahashi has phenomenal defense. It doesn't look like much. It's hard to even notice why he shot or what he was doing. So we're going to watch this here. He goes back step, head pull, head tap. All right, Takahashi's leg again is back. Erdenbat is shooting at the back leg. That's a cool thing about this back step, is you can get that back leg coming. So here he goes with his little tiny back step. He's going to pair that with a head pull. He's going to pair that with an ear tap. That draws this leg forward, brings this hand up. He shoots underneath that hand, gets clean to the leg. Takahashi just a little too tough on his defense there. So watch this again. Here comes the back step, little head pull, little head tap. He shoots right under that hand. Shooting underhand at a leg that's moving towards you is absolutely a thing of beauty. It is absolutely awesome to pull that on somebody. All right, what do we got next? Idrisov, World Silver. I don't think this is as good of an example. This might just be normal motion. It might just be coincidental. I don't know if he does this on purpose, or if this guy's step forward is what triggers his back step. Whether it's on purpose or not, I don't know. It could just be the footwork, but that's a backwards motion there and then a forwards motion to the shot. It's like winding up on a punch. Let's look at Idrisov again here. Really hidden, really subtle. Here comes his back step with his left foot. Right there. And there's his shot. And it's a hidden motion too. It's hard for the opponents to see that. Watch Idrisov's hand here. He circles out almost like a head tap. That's a huge reach, a huge swing to get that guy sold on that motion to where he could just attack that leg. Again, a thing of beauty. Burroughs, I would not say that this is a main thing that he does. It shows up often in his wrestling, right? I don't know if that was purposeful backstep, if he was actually setting it up, or if he felt this guy pushing into him and just based on feel and knowing what's going on, feeling that guy moving in. But that is a good example of a backstep. He could do that on purpose if he wanted to. Let's watch this again. There's the push. He knows it's coming. So he backsteps into his level change, into his shot. Let's see, Sabalov here is a really good example of a fairly slow guy. He's not fast and explosive. There's a little fake. Backs out of the fake. Here's a head tap. Back step to a shot. I think it's probably just the regular foot motion. Might not necessarily be on purpose. Ramonov, not a huge part of his style, but he definitely uses it. Watch how he leans with his whole body. His whole body leans back right here on his back step. He draws the back leg forward. His back foot. Opponents are not worried about that back foot. See him draw that foot forward? Let's watch that again with his whole body. Leans right there. Here's the lean right here. There's forward. Here's backwards. Leans to draw that foot forward. Now focus on his foot. Focus on this foot. Pretty subtle. Pretty subtle. But he definitely drew Gomez's leg forward on that back step. Boom. Shooting at a leg coming towards you. It is a thing of beauty. Aliyev again. Back step. They only play this fast once. Missed a shot. Backed out. Got to the leg. So he's driving forward. He missed his shot. His opponent starts shooting back. His opponent gets an underhook. Again, Aliyev, he's going to shoot in an instant off that underhook. Now notice where his opponent's leg is. The leg he's going to shoot at is way far away. Way hidden over here. He has to hit that back step to bring that leg close enough. And he gets that leg easily close enough. Easily to the corner. Doing a study off of Aliyev's reaction to an underhook would be well worth it in itself. Here's Aliyev again. Like I said, he built a career off this motion. He checks it once. Big back step and it's there. There's the check. He's looking for a snap. Snap didn't work. Shot wasn't maybe not there. Goes right back to that collar tie. Here's a big back step. A big swing and head tap. Really gets this guy to bite. That back leg again is the one he's shooting at. There's that big head tap, and he shoots underneath that hand. Opponent did a pretty good job of down blocking right there, but you get the point, and you understand what's going on with the motion. Gilman, I don't know if this is on purpose, wrestling Takahashi, or if this is just motion. Either way, it works pretty good. Back step, gets those feet planted, gets in on a really deep shot, doesn't finish. Takahashi's defense is incredible. Here's Aliyev, one of my favorite shots in wrestling. It's quick. It's right at the end of the period. I don't think he got it. This is one of the only times I've ever seen Rashidov reach. All right, it's hard to see that back foot, but you're going to see that head top right here. And then you're going to see him. There's the head tap. That back foot's kind of hidden. There's Rashidov reaching with his hand. Rashidov never breaks position, never reaches, never lets people underneath him like that. And Aliyev gets to the leg clean on Rashidov. Kudos to him. That's a pretty tough thing to do. Watch it again. Boom. Tough thing to do. Gazi Magomedov, another real slow wrestler, real methodical, really takes his time on everything that he does. Everything is purposeful. He is shooting at the lead leg here, but it's like a right-handed lefty single. How would you call that? I don't know what that is. But either way, he gets that guy coming into him with that back step. He's not in position to shoot right here. Changing levels quickly or doing something dramatic is going to give away the shot. The back step is an easy way to hide the shot. There's that big, long back step. And notice when he takes that big, long back step, his opponent, the target leg, is going to step forward. We've been watching a lot of guys shooting to the back leg. Gazi Magomedov is going to shoot to the front leg. He still draws it forward with a big, long, drawn-out back step. Gets to the leg clean on a world silver medalist and one of the best guys. Here is Chamizo. This one's a little bit different. I love Chamizo's wrestling. Watch what he does here. Fake. Boom. Backs out. Changes directions. This is awesome. So fake. He's pushing forward into that guy. He throws that fake. That gets his opponent leaning forward. Now Chamizo's going to circle to his right and then shoot to his left. So his back step's going to be with this foot. This is hidden. I don't know if this is on purpose. Same concept though. You're walking away from the guy. There's that plant. Plants that foot and he can drive off of it and attack this leg. So similar concept, way more artistic looking the way he does it. Fake, big step around, go into that foot. Look how far this foot travels. He pulls that foot in a long ways away. Here's the step. Boom, plants that foot. Attacks at the leg. Gets it pretty easy, pretty clean. Burrows again. Once again, these are one of the few. I was only looking at single legs. If we looked at high C's or doubles, that would open up a million more examples of this. Back step, pulls that leg in. Watch the opponent's lead leg here. Burrows mostly a righty. Back steps, shoots a lefty shot right there at the leg that's coming towards him. Beautiful stuff. Aliyev again, because Aliyev is the master at this, made a career off this. If you want to copy somebody, copy Aliyev. He's great. Here comes that back step. We're watching his opponent's rear leg, that one that's furthest away from him. Back step. His opponent just swings. His body just falls over right into that shot. It's an absolute thing of beauty. Watch that again. Watch his opponent's body. Back step. His opponent falls into him. It's awesome. And then we got Bahrain. I don't see a whole lot of these out of him. This is a subtle one, but you still see his opponent lean forward, lean into him. Subtle back step. His opponent leans in, steps in, misses the foot, but the motion is still real nice. Chamizo again, this one's a little bit more obvious. Actually, a lot more obvious. Opponent moving into him. He's shooting towards the lead leg right here, but he's a lefty wrestling a righty, so that's probably more common for that situation. Again, his opponent's already stepping in. I don't know if he necessarily set up that shot, but when an opponent's driving in like that, a back step is a great way to keep them coming in, keep them moving towards you. Here's Gazi Magomedov again, a really good example. Gets his opponent really leaning into him. Here comes that big back step. His opponent is falling over the top of him. He's got a clear path to the legs. Easy, clean shot. From a very slow wrestler, he's not fast. Beautiful footwork. Allowed him right in. Aliyev again. Let's see which one this is. Oh. Was that off an underhook? You bet it was. Don't underhook Aliyev. Don't ever underhook Aliyev. There's that underhook. Here comes the back step. Boom. Plants that foot. Pushes off of it. Easy shot. Aliyev again. Checks it. Not there. Snags that foot. Finishes this takedown. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. Checked it once. Wasn't there. Same position. There's the motion backwards. There's the back step. Didn't quite beat that hand. Still got to the back of the knee. Still finishes that shot. Let's jump to the next one. We got Gansrig this time. Boom. Huge motion. Huge motion. Watch Ramanov's lead leg right here. That's not really his lead leg. He's a righty. But that's the one that's kind of sitting out in front. What did I just do? No. There we go. Jumps around. Gansrig does. Jumps. Huge back step. There's that step from Ramanov. These guys are not easy. It is not easy to get to a wrestler like Ramanov to touch his leg. To touch that leg is a feat in itself. Big back step. Big head tap. Did you see that hand fly up? Watch Gansrig's hand right here. Big head tap. He's really selling this. Boom. Now watch Ramanov's leg right here. He's drawing. I said it was a lead leg. It's not. That's the back leg. He draws that leg forward. Big step. And then takes that shot. This is fairly hidden, fairly tricky thing. Gets the best wrestlers in the world. Great motion. Aliyev again, because he just does it so beautiful and it's so purposeful. This is a great back step, shooting at the back leg with a huge head tap out of his hand right here. This is what I would recommend any young wrestler learn. This motion. Collar and a wrist. Perfect place to do it. You let go of that wrist and you touch the ear. That always draws a reach. Even from Bon, he's a world champ. He's been on the scene forever. Forever. I wrestled him in 05. He murdered me. See that head tap right there? He comes off the wrist, waves at the head, doesn't even touch the head. Gets that hand to come right over the top of him. He's shooting right underneath that hand. Not a huge motion from his back leg. It's floating. This one, pretty much planted. Watch Bon's back leg. Watch that back leg just step right. Oh, he didn't step. He made me look stupid. Doesn't matter. He got underneath that hand. It's a beautiful shot and an easy finish. And now Sargush, a slow wrestler, versus Burroughs, obviously one of the fastest in the world. The first time I saw this, I didn't understand what I was quite looking at, and I watched it again and again to try to figure out what he does. I wish we had a different angle. You'll see Sargush's leg step back right there. You'll see a huge head tap right here. He really sells it right here. He's shooting at Burroughs' back leg. All right, so let's watch those feet here. As Sargush steps back, you see that hand flip up right here, back up like there. Look at how bad he sells it. He steps back, he taps the head at the same time. Boom. And then we're watching Burroughs' foot right here. Doesn't step in huge, but it moves enough that it's planted that allows him to get into that shot. Boom. Head tap. You can see Burroughs' body lean forward off of that. It's hard to sprawl, hard to get out of the way when you're leaning forward. This is a slow wrestler hitting it on one of the fastest. Boom. Head tap. Back step. Clean to the leg. Clean to the leg. All right, those are just a few examples. I could come up with hundreds. I think you get the point. I might do a separate one on high C's just to see what that looks like. But teach it to your kids. This is an easy motion to learn. It's applicable in many more situations. Guys like Aliyev have built a career off of it. I don't think that you have to limit yourself by any means. I think this should be another tool in the toolkit. Maybe I'll go over another one that shows how often this is used. We'll just see what you guys think.